I'm going to say again, I would do this in a heartbeat. The Raiders, developing their own trade capital by sending away Carr, they offer the Dallas Cowboys the number 17 pick in this draft and their first-round pick in next year's draft for Dak Prescott.
Okay. I know that I saw earlier, and I might have lost some people listening to our station. I'm not trying to do that when it comes to I'm not trying to hate on Dak. I think Dak is a good quarterback. My thing here is I just don't know if he's going to come back healthy and able to perform at the level he used to or improve at where he was at. So if I got a team to say right now, we think he's going to recover and be just fine, and I'm going to get the 17th pick and I'm going to get next year's first-round pick, I would personally move Dak Prescott, not thinking he's a bad quarterback or an okay quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback, but I'm with Kevin on team building. I don't think the Cowboys can do it with a $40 million quarterback, and I'm scared to death that, we're going to have to go forward with a compromised Dak Prescott health player.
What team was that again?
The Raiders.
Can you reestablish that trade, Kevin?
Dak Prescott gets traded to the Raiders for their number 17 pick this year and next year's first-round pick.
2 firsts.
So essentially the standard franchise tag sign and trade.
And Derek Carr?
Are
we getting Derek Carr back on this one?
We are not. I would assume the Raiders sent out Carr in a separate trade to amass some extra draft capital.
Or they want to have both number 4s on their team. That's a real weird situation.
Let me ask you this. With 10 and 17, you can get to 2 if the Jets want to play. With 10 and 17, you can get to 3 if the Dolphins want to play. With 10 and 17, you can get to 4 if the Falcons want to play. So you could be trading Dak for a top 5 pick in this draft.
Yeah.
You only have 1 first, and then you have 2 first-round picks in the 2022 draft. So I do think if you got 17, I get 10 and 17. Are we going to go with Mac Jones or something like that? I'm a little suspect on that, but I can take 10 and 17 and I think get at least the 3rd quarterback in this draft if I think that's a franchise-changing QB.
And it's worth remembering that in order for any deal to get done with Dak Prescott, not only does he have to be franchise tagged, he has to sign the tender, which in effect makes it kind of like a no-trade clause where he has to agree where to go.
That is really interesting that you say that, because let's stop on that for just a second. I disagree with that quite a bit.
Okay.
Now, fundamentally, your facts are absolutely correct, all right? So I don't want to call that into question. I think I'm getting the sense more and more that, the money thing is what's driving the boat here. Okay. I am of the belief, based on no inside information anyone has given me, I'm of the belief that trade would come along with, of course, him getting paid, and he will accept. That's why I think as soon as you say, you sign this tag, the trade is done, and you will get paid, and he will be allowed to negotiate with that new team, I think that he will sign it because of that. So you're absolutely correct on your factual information. Just my own feeling is he will sign it.
And that makes sense. The one thing that I look at, though, is that he has gone through to such great lengths at this point to kind of get to that free agency, and he is 1 season away in essence. I mean, in theory, I think the Cowboys could franchise tag him one more time, but that was just so cost prohibitive, right?
Yes. Do you think it's just to get to free agency, or was it, because my understanding has always been it's to get to that second free agency. So I think every team in the league has to know he's looking for the 4-year deal, not the 5-year deal, right? And with that in mind, I think that would open it up, because I don't think Dak has been surging towards free agency as much as that second free agency right when he's 30 or whatever it is.
That's a good point.